Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about what I have done with my Integra and future plans. So there will be no work in this video, but it will just slowly be showing you what I've done and kind of what's next for the Integra. So first let's take a look on the inside. Look at that. That is a huge accomplishment in itself. I finally got the dashboard back in. It is nice and secure in there. I still have to put all the the gauge cluster and the trim pieces and all that back together. I have all these in the hatch, so those pieces are just waiting to be back installed. My little project I was working on a little earlier is this defrost button has this odd little ball that goes in it. I'll have to show you that, guys. I've never seen that before, but anyways, I'm in the process of putting this all back together, so that's exciting to get all this looking like an actual car again. So this won't take me long, but I do plan on putting all that back together. And then the big stuff is over here, mainly in, I have a lot of things in boxes, so I kind of go over those pretty briefly. Oh, and by the way, I do have this Password JDM intake for sale. It is obviously used. It's been in my car, I think, for maybe around 2 years or so. Has a little bit of rubbing right there that the GSR sway bar kind of rubbed on it a little bit, but other than that, it's in really good shape. Filter is obviously used, but definitely still usable. So anyways, if anybody wants that, let me know. Probably gonna sell that maybe on OfferUp or Craigslist or something. But anyways, so in the engine, of course, the intake manifold is back off. I am going at very slow progress at this, but I have been buying lots of parts, so I do have big plans for this engine. I have replaced all the radiator hoses and stuff like that, but probably the newest thing that you guys aren't aware of is that I did a ABS delete kit. I used the Valix Racing delete kit, and here is the 4040 prop valve that I have sourced. And all these stainless steel braided lines are the Valix Racing kit. At first I had these 90-degree bends on the master cylinder, which is actually what the instructions to the Valix Racing says to do, is have the 90-degree bends on the master cylinder here, but that looked terrible. Like, they came straight up. There wasn't enough clearance right here between the strut tower and this line, and it looked really bad. So I went ahead and switched them, which sucks because I had to re-bleed the entire system all over again. Took a lot of brake fluid, but anyways, so I ended up choosing this how they're all routed and everything, so that's pretty exciting. I took off all of the ABS sensors and the ABS control module, which was in the interior, and the harness and all that. All together is actually a weight reduction of, I believe it was like 33.2 pounds, something like that. So that's pretty significant, enough doing it, and my ABS didn't work in the first place, so that's pretty cool. Other than that, these are some Speed Factory Racing titanium studs, washers, and nuts. So I will show you guys the exhaust manifold of what I have ordered for my car whenever that comes in, but it's on back order right now. It's just a standard catalytic converter. It says it's high flow though, and it is by MagnaFlow 2.5 inch. I am obviously going to have that welded on, but that will come at a later date whenever I actually have the car rolling. And then in these boxes, this box right here, I have plenty of OEM stuff, a new timing belt, tensioner. I bought a aftermarket water pump. This brand in particular is made in Japan, so I thought that would be a better one. This part right here, can anybody tell me what that is? I am replacing this because I wanted to get this part before they are discontinued. I'm going to leave this for a later date, but yeah, I got lots of OEM goodies in here, seals and, all that good stuff. New tensioner for the timing belt. I mean, all that sorts of stuff. So yeah, let me tell you the plan with that. I have the service records for this engine for before I bought it, and the last time this has had a timing belt change was at 90,000 miles. So 90,000 miles, also it was in 2011, so about 9 to 10 years ago it was changed, so it definitely needs it. So there you go, timing belt, water pump. But while I have that off, I'm also bought a Mugen oil pan for it. It's baffled, so if I ever take this to the track, I can just have that reassurance that will not be a problem, that I will not have oil starvation. So that's pretty cool. I have all those parts coming. And I also made an order from, if you know this, you know what I'm talking about. Boom. Lots of parts for the head, and then lots of suspension parts. Oh, and look, there's even a Toyota Racing right there. Yeah, you get my drift where I'm going with this. So I'm not going to go in depth with this. This is not going to be an unboxing video. I'm just kind of giving you guys a glimpse. This is just a glimpse of what I got going on for my Integra. So with it being Black Friday as well, I've been doing lots of shopping for car parts, been spending a lot of money on car parts. So I have all that coming, and then I just want to hit this thing hard, you know, trying to get it done. Unfortunately, whenever I do the timing belt and water pump, the Mugen oil pan is something that is on back order, and I probably won't have that until they said January, late January or February. So that's a while, you know. I'm not going to put the timing belt and water pump on there and then tear it all again just to redo the oil pan. So yeah, there's all that. So I got that. Basically, I'm waiting for parts. So I can't begin the timing belt change yet, although I can begin the Skunk 2 intake manifold. Now, the gasket that I bought, I believe I got I think I got a Skunk 2 thermal gasket for this, and it makes it longer. Like it makes it, well, the gasket itself is thicker, so the studs have to be longer. As you can see, I have taken off all of the OEM studs, and I bought a Blocks Racing stud kit for this. It comes with the longer studs. I believe they're like 50 millimeters long, and then it has some nylon washers and then some new nuts to, you know, fasten down the new intake manifold and the thermal gasket. So that's pretty cool. Another thing I need to do is, you can see the hole in the block right down there. Maybe you can't, but yeah, I need to put this breather box back on. This is the OEM breather box. I have a new OEM gasket for it and a new PCV valve. I mean, all sorts of gaskets, you know, O-rings. I even have a hose for it. This hose connects to the block. So I am going to be installing the breather box first, and then the intake manifold, wait for parts on the timing belt, stuff of that nature. Then I can start concentrating on the exhaust. As I said, I bought a new header for it. I'm gonna kind of let you guys wait, although I'm sure you could probably guess which brand I went with. But anyways, I got a new exhaust manifold, have this high flow cat welded on, and then I also bought here just recently, like 2 days ago, I bought a new cat back for this car, a brand new cat back. The Yonaka exhaust on it started rattling in the resonator, so definitely going to have to replace that. And I actually got the cat back that I originally didn't really expect for me to go with it. You know, I got one that really wasn't on my mind, but I changed at the last minute. I was like, I got to go with that one. It sounds so good on other cars. So anyways, that is pretty much the update. Let me know what you guys think. I know my progress is slow, but hey, that's the way it's got to be, you know, father and full-time job and all that. So I got that going on, but I'm pretty excited. I think here I'm about to put all these interior pieces back together and just do projects, you know, as I'm waiting, you know, in the meantime, so the interior will be easy. And also, you know, some of the big projects I can really dive deep into is all these suspension parts. I don't know if I'm gonna do a unboxing or not. I don't know. Let me guys, you know, let me know in the comments below if you'd like to know what's in all these boxes, or maybe I'll just make an install video. I don't know. This is a really exciting box right here. Woo! Yeah, boys. I'm going down that road. Anyways, that about sums up this video. Really hope you guys enjoy it. And man, I cannot wait to start this thing back up and get this, you know, running with the mods I have on it and the Skunk 2 intake manifold. The stock ECU will be weird about it with the Skunk 2 on there, because the GSR is this 2-stage manifold. So I am gonna have to get Honda S300 for this car. So I'll probably have to get that even before I do the first startup, because you know, there's so many other things going on. I think I need that software, and then ultimately, you know, get this car tuned. Another thing I'm going to have to do is delete this oil pressure sender right here. I actually have a Speed Factory one, I think, a plug for that. So I'm going to have to install that. And yeah, we'll get this thing running. So yeah, guys, that about sums it up. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm not sure if the next video about the Integra will be about an unboxing, or, I mean, maybe me putting on some suspension parts. I don't know, we'll see. All right, guys, take it easy.